Welcome back to MidPoint, and also welcome back media commentator on the Middle East, dissident figure to the Iranian government, author of the book The Iran Threat, President Ahmadinejad and the Coming Nuclear Crisis, Alireza Jafarzadeh joins us once again. Alireza, let us then go to the nuclear talks that are going on right now. The administration, the Obama administration, is talking about bridging the significant gaps between the two sides here, and this was mentioned by the president last month. Alireza, they have not been able to bridge any of these gaps in 12 years. What makes them think they're going to do it here in a handful of months?
Well, that's a very good question, Ed, and I have no idea how in the world that could happen unless you really start backing down. I mean, the United States, the position of 5+1, they would basically back down from all their positions, because as far as the Iran regime is concerned, they are not backing down, and they see no reason to back down. Look at this whole process of the past 1 year. Tehran has managed to stall and basically try to incrementally wear down the resolve of the United States. This whole thing you mentioned 12 years ago, this whole thing started 12 years ago. The issue at that time was not the number of centrifuges, because Tehran hardly had any centrifuges at the time. The issue has always been that there would be no enrichment at all, no centrifuge machines. They should have no research and development. They should basically dismantle their program, and they should cough up on the the extent of their activities, what they have been hiding for 3 decades. Now the discussion has shifted on the number of centrifuges, how many they should have, they shouldn't have, what kind of research and development they should have. This whole thing is flawed, because it will give what happened, particularly in the past 1 year. It has legitimized the nuclear program of Iran. It has legitimized the enrichment program of Iran in a de facto way. It has allowed Iran to bar the inspectors from the key nuclear sites like Parchin, like Sepad, which possible military dimensions have been taking place. Iran has managed to continue to stall response to the IAEA on a number of very serious, important questions regarding the weaponization.
Then, Alireza, let me interrupt you and let me ask you a question here. Let me ask you a question and interrupt you a couple of minutes we have left. Obviously, the United States government, and we're going to suppose here, is not tremendously stupid. John Kerry, Barack Obama, whomever you want to say, they can't be so stupid to believe that they are going to get away with this and everything's going to be fine and we're going to deal with the Iranian government. Sure, we'll give them a little bit of nuclear fissionable material here and there, but everything will be fine. So let's just go on the assumption, and I know assumptions are sometimes bad, that they're not that stupid. So why this continued back and forth here, and what do the Americans hope to gain and really get done when it seems as if they are making the Iranians seem more important and like they're putting one over on us?
Well, I think at the end of the day, the way the administration is going, they're going to legitimize this regime, their enrichment program, and hoping that because they would provide some kind of verification, then things would be okay. They can watch the Iranian regime as they are developing things.
But are they
and they
crazy?
Would have enough
but are
time
they
to
but
act
literally
if these things happen?
Are they crazy to hope that they'll be able to keep an eye on it here?
Well, I tell you something. Verification doesn't make a bad deal a good deal. The verification comes next. Verification is a guarantee for something you agree with. And that's something that they have to agree with. Is a scary thing, because the administration hasn't talked about weaponization. They haven't talked about the missile program of Iran. They haven't talked about answering all the unanswered questions. The IAEA is complaining. This is the nuclear watchdog that's been following Iranian program for 12 years. The latest report they put out, they're basically saying that, we're fed up with this. Congress is so worried about it. Just yesterday, there was a briefing in the United States Senate opened by Senator Roy Blunt. Ambassador Bolton spoke there, General Jack Keane, Senator Joe Lieberman, Frank Townsend. They all were concerned that unless something is done by Congress to stop this, the trend of concessions, to have some kind of an oversight, we're heading to the disaster. The voice of the Iranian Americans, who are equally concerned,
we're going to have to cut it there. Unfortunately, Alireza, we are all out of time, but what you said is exactly true here. Congress is now going to get involved and try to see if they can stop this. It is going to be fascinating to watch. Alireza Jafarzadeh, I thank you so much for joining us, my friend. I look forward to the next time.
Thank you, Ed.
All right, break, and we're back with Telling It Like It Is, and 2 more reasons why you should never trust Rolling Stone or the New York Times.